Welcome to my Python 101 class. In this 15 minutes class, you will be able to pick up the most essential Python programming skills and be prepared for building up your own data science and machine learning projects using the Python libraries that we will be introducing in the upcoming sessions. Also, in this class, I will be using the code editor Jupyter Notebook, which is the most popular code editor in the industry that is compatible to Microsoft Azure ML, Meta, Google, and AWS. So let's start. To learn about Python, you will need to first install Python on your device. To install Python on your device is very straightforward. Just go to www.python.org and then click on the download tab and find out the version that is compatible to your device. Since I'm using Windows, so I'm downloading the version for Windows. I click on it and then download the execution table, the file. Since I just installed Python on my computer a couple of minutes ago, so I do not see an install tab on my screen. But if you haven't installed Python on your device ever before, you will be able to see an install tab on your computer on the screen, and then click on it, and then you will be able to install Python on your computer. After you install Python on your device, you will need to install a code editor. Jupyter Notebook is a very popular interactive code editor. We are going to use Jupyter Notebook in our class. So to install Jupyter Notebook is very straightforward. Go to command prompt, type in pip install notebook. As you can see, the Jupyter Notebook has been successfully installed on my device. You can launch the notebook from a PowerShell. Here, you can type in Jupyter Notebook. This command will launch the Jupyter Notebook from a browser. In this Jupyter Notebook UI, you can create your new Jupyter Notebook file. Here, click on the New tab, and then click on Python 3. Now you are on your new Jupyter Notebook file. And it's an interactive UI, so you can type in your Python code here in this command line. Say print hello world. And then click on run. Now you have your first Python code in the Jupyter Notebook editor. Hopefully that you can give it a try on your own computer as well. Let me know if you have any questions. The first thing we want to learn about Python is the data type and variables. It's very similar to C or Java or other language. So let's give it a start. So data type and variables. So say for example, A equals to integer, B is a float, C is a string, and we can print these variables. This is very similar to other language, so nothing new in here. The second important concept I would like to introduce here is the if-else condition. And it's also very similar to C or Java or any other languages. Let's give it a try. Say, for example, x equals to 10. And then if x is greater than 0, colon, print x is positive. Else, if x is less than 0, print x is negative. Else, print x is 0. Say, let's give this code a try. You can see that it correctly executes x is positive. So you can see that it's very similar to C or other language. There are two things you need to pay attention to is first, you need to put a colon in all of this if-else statement. And also you will see that Python is position aware. So if say, for example, you move this statement to another position, you will get an error. You see that. And only when you move to the right position, align it well, and then it will provide a result for you. So this is something that you need to pay attention to. Next, let's talk about loops. So also as similar to C or Java and any other languages, Python also provides two kinds of loops. One is for loops. The other is while loop. So for loop, here for I in range 5, and then put a colon, and then print I. And the while loop is initialization while x less than 5, colon, print x, and then increment x, nothing new in here, say. So it's very similar to other languages. Now let's talk about functions. So the way Python defines functions are very similar as well. There are some syntax that you need to pay attention to. It starts with def, and then the function name. Say, for example, add numbers x, y, and then remember a colon, and then say return x plus y. So this is the function, and then you can call the function simply using the function name, and then add in the parameter, and then you can use the results in A. As you can see that it returns the right results. Okay, so are you ready to use Python to solve a real-world problem? And in this class, we will use a problem that can utilize all of the information you just learned from the previous sections, including if-else statement, loop, functions, etc. So let's give it a try. The example that I put in this class is a grocery store basket total price calculation problem. Say you are a cashier in a grocery store, and then you see a basket with the items inside the basket. And then you also have a price dictionary that gives you the price for each of the items. So you have two inputs, the basket and the price dictionary. And your job is to produce the total price for all of the items in the basket. So let's do it. Let's give it a try. So here is the goal is to calculate the total price in a basket. Total price for all of the items in the basket. Okay, so remember that for Python to define a function, start from def and then calculate total price. And you have two inputs. One is the basket, which is an array, and then a price dictionary. And remember, for each function, you have a column in here. And then let's initialize the total price as 0. And then you need to go through each items in the basket and then add the price to the total price, right? So for item in basket column, and then you need to first check if the item is in the price dictionary, right? So if the item is in the price dictionary, I'm going to just copy and paste. And you add the total price. The item for the price. And then after that, we simply just return the total price. Right? So this function is very straightforward. You have two inputs, and then you check each item in the basket. If the item is in the price dictionary, then you add the price for the item to the total price, and then you return the total price. And then let's also define the basket and the dictionary and the price dictionary. So here, the basket is an array. We have, say, for example, apple, and then banana, and then it has also chocolate, and then let's say banana again, and then let's say chocolate again. So this is the items in the basket. And then for the price dictionary, we have, so this is a dictionary. It's a data structure for the dictionary. So we have the key with column and then the value divided, delimited by a comma. And then we also have banana, same as well, key, column, value, comma, key, and value, right? So, and then let's calculate the total price. So total price equals to, let's call this function, right? Let's print the result. let's double check if we have any error. So again, this is a function taking with two inputs. One is an array of basket, the other is a price dictionary. And then we initiate, colon is here, and then we initiate the total price, and then go through each item in the basket, and then there's a colon in here. And then for each item in the price dictionary, we add the price for the item to the total price, and then return total price. And then we define the basket, which is an array. And then we also define the price dictionary, which is a dictionary with key value pair. And then finally, we call this function, and then we print out the results. So let's give it a try. So I think that the result will be, say, we have 1 apple, 0.5, 2 banana, 0.5, that's $1. And then chocolate, 2 chocolate, that's $4. So total it should be, we expect the result to be 5. Let's give it a try. Oh, there's a syntax error. So for if item in the, if item in the, I put the in here. So that's a syntax error. Let's give it another try. Yes. So we get the result is 5, which is correct. As we mentioned that 1 apple, 2 bananas, that's total $1. And then 2 chocolate is $4. 1 plus 4 equals to 5. So this is the example where you can see how we define a function with 2 inputs, and then there's an if statement, there's a for loop, and then there's a if statement, and then we call this function and then print out the results. So hopefully that you can pick up this example and then give it a try yourself as well. And then you can also try, for example, instead of chocolate, you can say, for example, if this is another banana, what's the result? It should be 2 plus 3, 3.25, right? Let's give it a try. 3.25. Yes, that's right. Say, for example, if we have an item that is not in the dictionary, say pair. So the pair shouldn't be counted, right? So we should be able to get about 3, right? It's 0.5 plus 0.5 plus 2. That's 3. Give it a try. Yes, that's right. So yeah, you can give it a try. This is a very simple example, but it combines the information that we just taught in this class: function, loop, if-else statement, and then how to use the function to print out the results. Hopefully that you can give it a try on your own computer, and then let me know if you have any questions. Thank you. At the end of this class, I would like to introduce you to the most used libraries in data science and machine learning and AI for Python. We will have more detailed introduction and exercise in the upcoming sessions, but I would like to walk through them in this class briefly. So usually the Python libraries can be categorized into 3 categories. One is the data manipulation and basic analysis. Examples like NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib. You can use those data libraries to manipulate data and run basic analysis and draw graphs. So these are the one category of Python libraries. The other part of the Python libraries are machine learning, deep learning, and AI special libraries, such as scikit-learn, TensorFlow, Keras, PyTorch, etc. Those are majorly developed by different companies, such as either from Google or Meta, etc. And they are the most used machine learning, deep learning, AI libraries. And also, if you are specialized in language processing and computer visions, there are also special libraries focusing on these two areas. One is NLTK, the other is OpenCV. So we will talk about these libraries in the upcoming sessions. And when you get into those libraries, you will notice that you can use the basic operations we learned in this class and then call those library functions. It's very straightforward. So I think that you will be able to pick up those Python and then build up your own data science, machine learning, and AI projects using those libraries and combine with the basic operations we just learned in this class. All right, let's look forward to see you in the upcoming sessions. Thank you.